A battle is taking place right inside your body as of this moment. Your organs, including the skin and mucous membranes, even the tiny individual cells, come together to fight the evil viruses and bacteria, all for the purpose of protecting you. They belong to what we call the immune system, which our bodies use to fight off infections and illnesses. But the immune system can't do its tasks by itself all the time, especially when the weather becomes freezing cold. In fact, it's when the weather changes significantly that your immune system cries for help, because it can't keep up with the attacks from disease-causing germs, such as bacteria, viruses, parasites, or fungi. That's why you need to take the necessary steps to boost your immunity to keep your body from getting sick. But how do you do this? Aside from having a healthy diet along with regular exercise, did you know there's another way to boost your immune system? One of the oldest medical systems comes from China, which uses acupuncture and herbal medicines as primary methods of preventing or healing diseases. These traditional medical practices date back at least 2,200 years, although the earliest known written record is said to be from the 3rd century BCE. The good thing about it is you can easily buy these herbal medicines from online shops and in your local health food stores. And on top of that, they're quite easy to make. Now, among the most popular herbs used to boost the immune system is the astragalus root, also known as hua qi or milk vetch, which is said to contain several active plant compounds with healing properties to strengthen immunity and reduce inflammation. But would you believe that even Western medical practitioners use the astragalus root to boost the immune system? In fact, many clinical studies show administering a decoction of astragalus can help increase the immune cell activity, production, and function to help fight viral infections, including the common cold. And while you can take the easy route by ingesting the astragalus in pill or powder form, drinking this raw root in tea, soup, or broth is more palatable and is easily absorbed by your body to get the whole herb benefits. So, if you want to try the astragalus yourself, you'll be glad to know that it's widely available in specialty markets and health food shops in your area. Now, don't get too confused with all the terms and uses, because it's not that complicated. If you're extremely curious and want to learn how to boost your immune system, we're here to help you get started. So, here are some easy-to-follow recipes that you can try right in the comfort of your home. Since drinking tea is one of the most relaxing and enjoyable ways to consume the astragalus root, let's start off with the basic astragalus tea recipe. Take 1 teaspoon of dried astragalus root, or 1 ounce of fresh astragalus. Boil a cup of water, then add astragalus and boil for another 3 minutes. Pour the tea through the cheesecloth or coffee filter to strain, then add stevia to get your desired taste. That was easy, right? Now, here's another recipe called immunity tea. All you need are 2 tablespoons of dried astragalus, 1 tablespoon of dried ginger, cut and sifted rather than powdered. Then add 1/8 of a teaspoon of dried lemon peel, 1 tablespoon of lemon balm, and honey. So, how do you make the tea? First, simmer the astragalus, ginger, and lemon peel in a quart of water for 20 minutes in a covered pot. Then turn off the heat and add lemon balm. Cover and steep for another 20 minutes, then strain and discard herbs. Add a touch of honey per cup of hot tea. And if you can't consume everything in one sitting, you can keep the remaining tea in the fridge for 24 hours and heat it up before drinking. But if you want a pick-me-up caffeine-free drink, then astragalus chai tea should be perfect for you. Prepare 20 to 30 grams of astragalus root, or roughly 15 to 20 small slices. 1 tablespoon of dried orange peel, 2 teaspoons of minced ginger, half a tablespoon of cinnamon chips, half a teaspoon of whole black peppercorns, 2 green cardamom pods, and 2 whole cloves. Now, there are 2 ways to make this drink. First is the stovetop method. Put everything in a medium-sized pot and add 2.5 cups of water. Cover the pot and bring it to a boil. Then let it simmer for 20 minutes. Now, strain and serve with milk and honey, depending on your preference, but make sure to drink it within 2 days. But if you prefer the slow cooker method so you can preserve the nutrients, just put all ingredients in a medium-sized pot and add 2.5 cups of water. Cook on low flame overnight. Once the water level decreases substantially in the morning, add more water. Then strain and serve with milk or honey and consume the tea within 2 days. Like all things in life, moderation is important. A general dosage for an adult is 9 grams per day, and it is not recommended to go above without consultation from a Chinese medicine practitioner. This herb is also not recommended if you have large red sores or ulcerations of the skin. Astragalus should be discontinued if sores appear with use. Now, you have an idea about Chinese herbal medicine, but what about acupuncture and how does it work? Acupuncture is a key component of traditional Chinese medicine that's commonly used to treat pain. It involves the insertion of thin needles through your skin at strategic points on your body. But increasingly through the years, it's being used for overall wellness, especially boosting the immune system. Now, in case you're too busy to go on regular acupuncture treatments, you can learn to apply pressure to acupuncture points to stimulate the channels and communicate with the nervous system to keep your immunity strong. But how do you locate the points, and how do you do the acupressure? First off, feel for a tender spot where your finger seems to dip slightly. Then spend 30 seconds on each point and apply firm pressure while breathing steadily into your abdomen. You can press the points on each side of the targeted area to determine which one is more sensitive. And if you notice a difference, focus your acupressure on the more sensitive side. Now, one acupressure point for immune support is the gallbladder 20, also known as the wind pool. You can find it on the back of the head, in the depression between the upper portion of the sternocleidomastoid muscle and the trapezius. It protects the body from exterior pathology or wind invasions, and releases headaches and stiff necks. It also nourishes the brain, benefits the eyes, clears the head, helps with sleep, and calms the spirit as well. Another acupressure point is the kidney 27, or the Shu mansion. It's located on the chest, about an inch from the midline on the lower border of the collarbone. It's a powerful point to reinforce the immune system by strengthening the respiratory system. This is most effective for people prone to upper respiratory infections. It actually helps the qi, or the energy, to descend, and opens the chest to relieve congestion, breathing difficulties, asthma, cough, anxiety, and depression. Now, you can find the stomach 36 or the leg 3 mile on the shin, about a hand length below the kneecap, just outside the prominent tibia bone. This is one of the most powerful points for boosting immunity because it tonifies the whole body's qi and blood and strengthens the immune system by building the body's energy reserves and relieving fatigue. Next, there's the large intestine 4, or the joining valley, which is located in the web between the thumb and index finger. This is a powerful anti-inflammatory point that releases the exterior and treats wind conditions, such as cold and flu, runny nose, headache, sore throat, dizziness, etc. It also boosts the body's defenses against the recurrence of these illnesses. But please take note that expectant mothers should avoid this acupressure point. And if you want to strengthen the lungs to push out pathology, you can do the lung 7, or the broken sequence. It can be found at the beginning of the depression in the wrist at the base of the thumb, approximately 2 fingers width up your arm. It's used for early symptoms of cold, flu-like fever, and sore throat, and it also boosts the body's resistance against seasonal viruses. It's also effective for people dealing with grief and sadness, whose lungs are weakened by these emotions. Now, boosting the immune system, especially right before the cold season starts, is one of the best care that you can do for yourself and your loved ones. Knowing the alternatives to the usual Western cures empowers you to choose what you consume and gives you more control over your health choices. There's more to learn about traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture methods, but we're here to walk you through the steps in each and every way. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below. And keep watching, because we're coming back with more.